Picture this. A young man named Jack, brilliant beyond his years, with a mind that could unravel complex problems in seconds. He was the kind of person everyone expected to change the world. But as the years went by, Jack found himself stuck in a dead-end job, watching his peers climb the ladder of success, while he remained rooted to the ground. You might be wondering, how could someone so smart end up in such a situation? Well, Jack's story is more common than you might think. It's a tale that resonates with many of us who've been told we're intelligent, yet struggled to find the success we believe we deserve. Jack's journey began like many others. He breezed through school, always at the top of his class. His teachers praised his quick wit and sharp mind. His parents beamed with pride, certain their son was destined for greatness. But as Jack entered the real world, he discovered that being smart wasn't enough. He watched as his classmates, some of whom he had tutored, landed impressive jobs and started thriving careers. Meanwhile, Jack found himself jumping from one unfulfilling position to another, never quite finding his place. He couldn't understand why his intelligence wasn't translating into the success he had always envisioned. One day, frustrated and feeling defeated, Jack decided to reach out to his old friend, Sarah. Sarah had been an average student in school, but now she was a successful entrepreneur, running her own tech company. Jack hoped she might have some insight into what he was doing wrong. Over coffee, Jack poured out his heart to Sarah. He told her about his struggles, his disappointments, and his growing sense of failure. Sarah listened patiently, a knowing smile on her face. When Jack finished, she leaned forward and said, "Jack, being smart is a gift, but it's not a guarantee of success." Jack was taken aback. He had always believed that his intelligence would be the key to his success. Sarah continued, "Intelligence is like a powerful engine in a car. It's important, but it's not enough on its own. You need fuel, a map, and the willingness to drive." She explained that while Jack had a brilliant mind, he had never learned how to apply his intelligence effectively. He had relied on his natural abilities, assuming they would be enough. But in the real world, success requires more than just smarts. Sarah shared her own story. She hadn't been the brightest student, but she had developed other crucial skills. She learned how to network, how to persevere in the face of setbacks, and how to turn her ideas into action. Intelligence without application is like a Ferrari without gas, she said. It looks impressive, but it won't take you anywhere. Jack listened intently, realizing that he had been missing key ingredients in his pursuit of success. He had the knowledge, but he lacked the practical skills and the mindset needed to turn that knowledge into tangible results. Inspired by Sarah's words, Jack decided to make a change. He started by setting clear goals for himself, something he had never done before. He began networking, reaching out to people and industries he was interested in. He took online courses to develop practical skills that complemented his intelligence. Most importantly, Jack learned the value of persistence. He realized that success rarely comes overnight, even for the smartest individuals. He started embracing challenges as opportunities to grow, rather than threats to his self-image as the smart guy. Months passed, and Jack's life began to transform. He found a job at a startup where his intelligence was valued, but where he also had the opportunity to develop his other skills. He worked hard, not just relying on his smarts, but putting in the effort to learn and grow. As Jack's career began to flourish, he reflected on his journey. He realized that his intelligence had indeed been a gift, but it was his willingness to learn, to adapt, and to persevere that had finally set him on the path to success. Jack's story teaches us a valuable lesson. Intelligence is a powerful tool, but it's not the only tool we need to succeed. True success comes from a combination of smarts, skills, and mindset. It's about applying our intelligence in practical ways, learning from our failures, and never stopping in our pursuit of growth. So, if you're like Jack, smart but struggling to find success, remember that your intelligence is just the beginning. It's a foundation upon which you can build a successful life and career, but you need to pair it with action, perseverance, and a willingness to learn and grow. Don't let your intelligence become a crutch or an excuse. Use it as a springboard to develop other crucial skills. Network, set goals, embrace challenges, and most importantly, never stop learning. Success isn't just about being the smartest person in the room. It's about being the most determined, the most adaptable, and the most willing to grow. Your intelligence is a gift, but what you do with that gift is up to you. Will you let it sit idle, or will you use it to fuel your journey to success? The choice is yours, and the potential is limitless. Remember Jack's story. He went from being a frustrated genius to a successful professional, not because he became smarter, but because he learned how to apply his intelligence effectively. He discovered that success is a skill that can be learned, practiced, and mastered. So, to all the brilliant minds out there, feeling stuck or unfulfilled, take heart. Your intelligence is not holding you back. It's waiting to be unleashed. Embrace the challenges, learn the skills, and cultivate the mindset that will turn your smarts into success. Your journey, like Jack's, may not be easy. There will be setbacks and moments of doubt, but with persistence, adaptability, and a willingness to grow, you can transform your potential into reality. You have the engine. Now it's time to fuel it, chart your course, and start driving towards the success you've always known you're capable of achieving. Your intelligence is the spark, your actions will be the flame, and your success will be the fire that lights up the world. So go forth, be brave, and turn your smarts into the success story you've always dreamed of. The world is waiting for what you have to offer. It's time to show them what true intelligence, paired with determination and action, can achieve.